Jay here. Welcome to Beginning Guitar Chapter 22. Okay, today we're going to talk about G sharp major and G sharp minor. I want to point out that enharmonically, G sharp is the same sounding key as A flat. We're just attacking it from the sharp side. Okay, let's go ahead and start off with some G sharp major. Now we're going to be building into some bar chords. If you don't already have your bar chord going, no problem. We'll do some smaller versions of these chords, so whatever works best with your fingers. Okay, now for the first one, we're going to do a 4-note chord. Going to have ring finger on the 6th fret 4th string, middle fingers on the 5th fret 3rd string, barring to get the 4th frets on the first 2 strings with index. And then you can just avoid your 2 low strings. Okay, now the next one's just the 3 notes out of that same chord, just the ring, middle, and index. And then I'm just going to lift up and mute that 1st string or cut it off right there. I also want to point out for this chord, you can wrap your thumb around the 4th fret on the low 6th string. And then you can have yourself a 4-note chord, including that low bass note. And this is a great way to play major chords too. I learned a lot of this from the Jimi Hendrix school of guitaring. I recommend it. Okay, now another one is just going to be a 3-note small mini chord. It's going to have middle finger on the 5th fret 3rd string and then barring to get the 4th frets on the 2nd and 1st string with your index. So for this one, just avoid your low 3 strings. Okay, next one's going to be a full G sharp major bar chord. Going to have index finger on the 4th fret 6th string, ring fingers on the 6th fret 5th string, pinkies on the 6th fret 4th string, middles on the 5th fret 3rd string, barring to get the 4th frets on the first 2 strings with index. Totally movable bar chord, so you can scoot it up anywhere you like and have different major bar chords wherever your index finger is on the low 6th string. Okay, for G sharp minor, first one's just going to be index finger barring to get your 4th frets on the 3rd, 2nd, and 1st string. And just avoid your low 3 strings. You can also stack this chord with your index, middle, and ring, if that's easier. Okay, the next one's going to be a G sharp minor bar chord. It's going to be the same bar chord we did for major without our middle finger. So we're going to have index finger on the 4th fret 6th string, ring fingers on the 6th fret 5th string, pinkies on the 6th fret 4th string, and then barring to get my 4th frets on the first 3 strings. I'm going to nudge my middle finger to make some contact and help support my bar a little bit. There's your minor bar chord, totally movable chord too. This chapter strum pattern is going to have all 8th notes and then 2 tied notes. Okay, for your 8th notes, I'm going to recommend a down and an up strum. When you see a box without a bottom, that's a down strum, and an arrow pointing down is an up strum. Okay, on beat 1, we'll have 2 8th notes. On beat 2, we're going to have 2 8th notes, but we're going to tie the and of beat 2 to the downbeat of beat 3. So on beat 2, start with the down strum on your downbeat, and then up strum the and. Miss your down strum for beat 3 and then make contact on the up strum or the and of beat 3, and then we're going to also tie that note to the downbeat of beat 4, so miss your down strum on beat 4 and then hit the up strum or on the and of beat 4, and this is what the pattern will sound like without a chord. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I'll just be playing each of these one time, but I recommend repeat them all 4 to 8 times and check out your different tempos. Okay, grab your G sharp major chord and let's go 4 bars with that pattern. I'm going to be doing the 4-note chord for this. Here we go. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and... Okay, for number 2, we're going to do the same concept with a G sharp minor chord. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and... Here's number 2 a little faster. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and... For number 3, we're going to have an 8-bar progression. We'll go 4 bars of G sharp major into 4 bars of G sharp minor. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and... Switch. number 3 with all bar chords. And for my bar chord, all I'm going to do is just remove my middle finger to make that switch from major to minor. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and Okay, for number 4, we're going to go 2 bars of G sharp major into 2 bars of G sharp minor. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and Okay, for number 5, we're going to go 1 bar of G sharp major into 1 bar of G sharp minor, and then repeat that again for bars 3 and 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and Here's number 5 a little faster. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and Okay, for number 6, we're going to go 2 bars of G sharp major with our pattern into 2 bars of E minor with our pattern. For your E minor, have open 6th string, middle fingers on the 2nd fret 5th string, ring fingers on the 2nd fret 4th string, and then open first 3 strings. Okay, here comes number 6. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and For number 7, we're going to start off with G sharp minor for a bar with our pattern, and then on bar 2 we'll have a whole note. That's a chord lasting for 2 beats. Then we'll switch it to A major for 2 bars with our pattern. For your A major, I'm just doing the stack. Got the open 6th string, open 5th string, index is on the 2nd fret 4th string, middle's on the 2nd fret 3rd string, rings on the 2nd fret 2nd string, and then open 1st string. You can also have your thumb over the top to mute your low 6th string if you like to. Okay, here comes number 7. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 2, 3, 4. Okay, for number 8, we're going to start off with G sharp major. We'll have normal pattern for 2 bars. Then we'll switch it to a C major. On bar 3, we'll have a half note for the first 2 beats, and then a half note rest where we won't play anything for beats 3 and 4, and then normal pattern on bar 4. For your C major, got ring finger on the 3rd fret 5th string, middle's on the 2nd fret 4th string, open 3rd string, index is on the 1st fret 2nd string, and then open 1st string. You can make some contact with your ring to mute your low 6th string, or have your thumb over the top to mute it. Okay, here comes number 8. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 2, rest, rest. Here's number 8 a little faster. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and rest, rest. Okay, for number 9, we're going to have a G sharp minor. We're going to start off with a whole note rest. That's where we won't play anything for bar 1, then we'll have normal pattern on bar 2. We'll switch it to an E major, and we're going to have normal pattern, but we're going to have a quarter note rest on beat 1 where we won't play anything. And then we'll resume our pattern from there, and then we'll have normal pattern on bar 4. For your E major, you're going to have open 6th string, middle's on the 2nd fret 5th string, rings on the 2nd fret 4th string, index is on the 1st fret 3rd string, and then open first 2 strings. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and rest. 2, 3, 4. Rest. Okay, for the last one, number 10, we're going to start off with G sharp major for 2 bars with normal pattern. We'll switch it to D major with normal pattern on bar 3, and then 2 half notes for bar 4. Okay, for your D major, got the open 5th string, open 4th string, index is on the 2nd fret 3rd string, rings on the 3rd fret 2nd string, and then middle's on the 2nd fret 1st string, and then you can come in from your 5th string on up. You can also have your thumb over the top to mute your low 6th string. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 2, 4. For this chapter scales, we're going to look at G sharp major pentatonic and G sharp minor pentatonic. Let's start off with G sharp major pentatonic. Okay, for your major pentatonic, we're going to grab 5 notes from the major scale. It's the 1, 2, 3, 5, and 6. So our notes for G sharp is going to be a G sharp, A sharp, C natural, D sharp, F natural, back to a G sharp. Okay, let's go ahead and get cracking. We're going to start off 4 to 6 on the low 6th string. Then we'll go 3 to 6 on the 5th string, and then 3 to 6 on the 4th string. That last note is your first octave G sharp. Let's come on back down, 3rd fret, 6 to 3 5th string, and then 6 to 4 6th string. Okay, here's that scale up and down. 3, 4. Okay, for number 2, we're going to hit each note 4 times. It's going to sound like 16th notes. You could do all down picks or alternate pick it. I'm going to do all down picks for this one. 3E and a, 4E and a. For number 3, we're going to take the scale up 2 octaves. Let's play what we've already played. 4 to 6 6th string, 3 to 6 5th string, 3 to 6 4th string. Okay, we're going to keep going. 3 to 5 on your 3rd string, and then we'll go 4 to 6 on the 2nd string. We'll go to our 4th fret on the 1st string. That's your 2nd octave G sharp. Let's go up a little further. We'll go up to our 6th fret, and then up to our 8th fret. Okay, coming back down, we'll go 6 to 4. 6 to 4 on your 2nd string, 5 to 3 on the 3rd string, 6 to 3 4th string, 6 to 3 5th string, and then 6 to 4 6th string. Okay, here's that scale up and down. 3, 4. Okay, for our G sharp minor pentatonic, first of all, let's talk about the minor pentatonic. We're going to grab 5 notes and we're going to alter some of them from the major scale. So we're going to have a root, a flat 3, 4, 5, and a flat 7 back to the octave. So our notes for G sharp minor pentatonic is going to be a G sharp, B, C sharp, D sharp, F sharp to a G sharp. Okay, let's go ahead and start off on the 6th string. We're going to go 4 to 7, 4 to 6 5th string, and then 4 to 6 on your 4th string. Coming back down, 4th fret. 6 to 4 5th string, and then 7 to 4 6th string. Here's that scale up and down. 3, 4. Okay, for number 5, we're going to hit each note 4 times. They're going to sound like 16th notes. I'm going to do alternate picking for this. 3E and a, 4E and a. Okay, for number 6, we're going to take the scale up 2 octaves. Let's play what we've already played. 4 to 7 6th string, 4 to 6 5th string, 4 to 6 4th string, 4 to 6 3rd string, 4 to 7 2nd string. 4th fret on your 1st string is going to be your G sharp. We're going to go up 1 more note up to our 7th fret. Coming back down, 4th fret. 2nd string is a 7 to 4. 3rd string is a 6 to 4. 4th string is a 6 to 4. 5th string is a 6 to 4. And then 6th string is a 7 to 4. Here's that scale up and down. 3, 4. I always recommend to jam and improvise with your chords and your scales. So I'm going to play some G sharp major chord and then improvise with some G sharp major pentatonic. You could strum any pattern or play any tempo. Starting off with some chords, some scale. Back to some chords. A little more scale. Okay, now I'm going to do the same concept with G sharp minor and some G sharp minor pentatonic. Start off with some chords. Some scale. from chords. A little more scale. For this chapter study, we're going to talk about natural harmonics. Okay, harmonics are really cool and different. I use them all the time. They're going to give us like a higher pitch kind of note. Some of these harmonics are going to give us an octave sound. Sometimes it's going to actually be a different pitch that we're going to produce as we do harmonics. So let's go ahead and talk about the technique. Okay, now we're going to start off with number one, where we're going to do some harmonics on the 12th fret. I want to just point out that when we notate harmonics on tab, it's going to have those sort of brackets on the outside of the note. So when you see a 12th fret with the two brackets, that's going to basically let us know they want a harmonic right there. Okay, now to produce our harmonics, we're going to make contact and touch, but not actually fret or press down on our note. Okay, now for our 12th fret, I'm just going to be sort of hovering in front of the 12th fret, right on top of the fret wire, basically. So here's my 12th fret. I'm going to be hovering right above the fret wire in front of my 12th fret. And I'm going to pick that note. You can also lift your finger away because you've got the harmonic at that point. You could also keep your finger there if you want, but that's one kind of cool thing about harmonics is you can lift your finger up completely. Okay, now to go through my strings, I'm going to go 6th string, 5th string, 4th, 3rd, 2nd to 1st, and now I'm going to come back down. So there's your harmonics on the 12th fret. Here's number one a little faster. 1, 2, 3, 4. I want to point out that all these harmonics are the same note. If I were to fret that note, that would be an E, and then that's a harmonic E. So we're hitting the same pitch when we do our harmonics. Go ahead and go to number two. We're going to now do some harmonics on the 7th fret. Sometimes certain harmonics are a little trickier to hit than the others, so just keep working on them, you'll find them. And the key also is try to keep your fretting hand very straight, and then you'll start to hear those harmonics. Okay, again, I'm up on front of the fret wire in front of my 7th fret, and now I'm going to start off 6th string and just start going through the strings. Here's 6th string, 5th, 4th, 3rd, 2nd, 1st, and then coming back down. Here's number two a little faster. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, now for these harmonics, I want to point out, if I play normal 7th fret on my 6th string, that's the note B, and that's going to be the same note but an octave higher. So it's actually producing that second B. And that's the difference of 12th fret and 7th fret. They're both the same notes, but 7th fret's going to be an octave higher sound. Okay, for number three, we're going to now target our 5th fret harmonics. I want to point out there's going to be a difference in our sound here. If I were to hit my 5th fret on the 6th string, that's the note A. If I do a harmonic, that note is actually a 5th above. So it's going to sound like an E, and it's an octave higher than the next E that would have been, let's say, on my 7th fret on the 5th string. So when I hit this harmonic, it's going to sound like this E. So it's like a 2nd octave E right there. Okay, let's go ahead and do some harmonics. We're just going to climb up and down the 5th fret. Here we go. For number four, we're going to climb up the 4th fret. I want to point out that these octaves are going to have the same pitch but 2 octaves higher. So if I hit my 4th fret normally on the 6th string, it's a G sharp. A harmonic is going to be 2 octaves above that same note. So it's still a G sharp. I also want to point out that your 4th fret harmonics are also the same pitch as your 9th fret. So both of them can be a little trickier to hit sometimes, but they both give you that same pitch. Okay, let's go ahead and climb up our 4th frets. Here we go. Okay, now sometimes if you're not hearing your harmonics enough, you can also bring up your treble or go down to my bridge pickup, might ring a little bit more. Here we go. Here's number 4 a little faster. 1, 2, 3, 4. For number 5, we're going to do some harmonic chords, little 3-note chords. First of all, let's just play these separately. We're going to hit our first 3 strings, and we're going to just go through and hit them all at the same time on our 12th fret. Then we'll do the same thing on the 7th fret. Same thing on the 5th fret. Okay, now go to our 7th fret, but we'll do the 4th, 3rd, and 2nd string. And then we'll go to our 12th fret, 4th, 3rd, and 2nd string. Okay, now I wrote this out as a 5-bar progression with all whole notes. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. Here's number 5 a little faster. 1, 2, 3, 4. 3, 4. Okay, for number 6, the last one, we're going to do a 4-bar progression. We're going to do some half notes and just going to do some different melodies using some different harmonics. So for bar 1, we're going to do 7th fret 3rd string, 7th fret 2nd string. Bar 2 is 7th fret 3rd string, 7th fret 4th string. Bar 3, 12th fret 2nd string, 12th fret 3rd string, and then just ending with a whole note on the 5th fret 1st string. Okay, here comes number 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 4, 2, 4, 2, 4. Here's number 6 a little faster. 1, 2, 3, 4. Thank you so much for watching. We'll look forward to seeing you for the next chapter. Take care.